Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's see. Just me right now, which is all right. Listening, laughing, and live. So I'll be working today and getting things ready for my next Whatnot show. Hopefully some people come in. If not, that's all right. We're just going to be listening today. So we'll see how it goes. Let's switch the camera. Oh, goodness. All sorts of camera problems today. Here we are. Good enough. Good enough, good enough. If you're joining, say hi. If you'd like to join the stream, the link should be pinned to the top. Like I say, I am working on my next Whatnot, and I do have some cool stuff to show. Stacy, good morning. You may be it right now, Stacy. So, how are you doing? Hope everything's going well. Bobby, good morning. Waiting for your physical therapist to come. Are you in the office, or do they come to your house? Miss Bonnie, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling well, Bonnie. I have some cool stuff to show you guys today too, for my jewelry folks, because I got some really nice stuff the other day, and I'll show it to you today. Miss Bonnie, if you're coming over from Johnny's, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bob, well, that's great that they actually come right to the house. That's wonderful. And I am listing today, so that's why I'm looking down here. Got my jewelry show on Friday night, 8:30 on Whatnot. I'm doing a Blu-ray show tomorrow. Wednesday, tomorrow, all Blu-rays. Tomorrow afternoon. It's just trying to move stuff out, and I went to a live auction this past Sunday with my daughter, and I can't believe the amount of stuff I brought home just that I sourced, and I just couldn't pass up those deals. Vintage G.I. Joes, real stone jewelry, other toys, dolls. The G.I. Joes. So they had this auction was advertised as the largest amount of costume jewelry they'd ever seen in an estate, and this auctioneer's been doing this for like 50 some years, and that's how they advertised it. Largest amount of costume jewelry they'd ever seen. So there were some big jewelry buyers there, and I ended up with a little bit of it, but people were there for the jewelry, and no one wanted the vintage G.I. Joe. They were all interested in the jewelry, so the G.I. Joe people didn't come, and I swept that stuff up like crazy. So couldn't go wrong there. I'll be showing you, but I do have some of this really cool jewelry that I'll show you. I am going to bring a piece tomorrow, at least one piece tomorrow, to the Treasures to Die For, where you'll pay up to $666 for something, and I'll show you what some of that stuff later. Again, if anyone wants to join the stream, feel free. It's the link is at the top, and I'm just listing earrings today. What's everyone else up to? It's right. It was like 80 something degrees yesterday. Now it's going to be like 60 degrees here and rain, and then by Saturday it's supposed to be up to, I forget, some ridiculous 87 or something like that. So So everyone else, you guys want to see the jewelry, or you want me to hold that off as a surprise? Miss Bonnie's here.
Hello.
Good morning. Let's do this. Oops. Let's do this. There we go. How are you?
I am good. Hi, Darlene.
Good. Miss Darlene, good morning. Good to see you. So I was asking, do you want to see anybody in the chat? We don't have very many people here, but if you want to see the jewelry, you do want to see it. Okay, I'll show it.
Well, of course we do.
Of course you do. So some of the stuff is labeled. Like this is a chrysocolla, I believe is how you say it, and sterling necklace. Look at that. Isn't that with the sterling clasp? But yeah, stuff.
That's
So
pretty.
a lot of stuff like that. A lot of and then at the end of the auction, they said this lady had freezers in her house, and none of them were plugged in to be cold. They all had jewelry in them.
Oh,
And
wow.
they said they had big totes. So at the end of the auction, they pulled out this, and they said they just couldn't sell it all in one auction because they wouldn't have time for anything else. And they pulled out a tote at the end, a giant, one of the big blue totes, and it was full of this kind of jewelry. And they started it at 500, and I just said, wow, that would be great, but I didn't have another 500 that I wanted to spend that day, so I did not do
But
it.
she stored it in refrigerators or freezers?
Freezers, yeah, because they were selling the freezers, right? They early on they got rid of all the large appliances that were up front, the washer and dryer, and they sold her refrigerator, her actual refrigerator that she had food in, and then they had like four identical freezers lined up, and someone asked, oh, were they hunters? Did they have, what was, and none of them had ever been plugged in. They all still had the plastic on them, never plugged in, and they were full of this type of jewelry.
Oh, wow. Good morning, Pam.
Miss Pam, good morning.
Now, that's a new way of storing jewelry.
I guess. Nobody, but they said they had like four more totes after that one, four more totes of stuff like that. And they're going to bring it out a little by little. And I don't know. I don't like spending that kind of money on anything really, but I don't like spending that kind of money on a tote that I can't see. If it's on a tray, then I can look at it and I can decide if I want to buy that tray when it comes up.
Right.
When it's in a tote and bags, I mean, if it was a lot lower money, I would take the risk, but I'm not willing to take that risk on something that I can't see in the bottom of a tote. I mean,
No, I don't blame you because there's no clue what's at the bottom.
right. I think it was all jewelry.
Hearsay.
I couldn't, that wouldn't be. Hey, yeah, right. Buy a freezer, man.
Get some new freezers and put them in it. So whoever bought those freezers actually got a pretty good deal then, since they were selling the plastic never plugged in.
Oh yeah, and they were. It's funny because if you try to go to buy a brand, we just bought not too long ago. Actually, my mother bought it, but it was a chest, a stand-up freezer, and those things are expensive.
Yeah.
And to go out and buy one, I know what it costs. Then you go to auction, and they're there, and they're going for a third of the cost. But I was like, I don't have room or space in my car for freezers.
Right.
So, it was a little, I wish I could have brought them all home. I would have stored jewelry in them, but
or peanuts and Snoopy stuff. You never know.
No, that stuff's out of here at the end of the month. That stuff
there
is
you
gone.
Go.
That's got to go. But here's another one of the necklaces, and they have things listed as new jade and serpentine, so I think that's what this is. I'll show you some more. I got Pensacola. I got this is amethyst.
Well, if somebody was going to break in, they wouldn't think to look in a freezer for jewelry, so it's kind of smart.
I guess. But yeah, I got quite a few nice pieces. A lot of greens, a lot of Here's a bracelet, sterling bracelet with all sorts of
Oh, nice.
beads on it. Beads. That's all. That's sterling. The ends are sterling. Mark 925. So I'm pretty happy with all that. But it is. I mean, thanks, Pam. That I wish now when you go to bed that night, you say, geez, I wish I could have bought that tote, and I probably could have, but that risk was too high. So
Yeah, and sometimes you got to go with your gut feeling too. You just gotta.
And you know what? If they had brought that out early, and that was one of the first things they sold like that, I probably would have at least been in on the bidding. But
Yeah.
Towards the end, I said no, you can't. But so you guys are going to want to pay attention to tomorrow's show at 7:00, the Treasures to Die For, and it's just right after Good News. Is it Good News
Okay.
or did they move that to what, Thursdays? No, it's Wednesdays.
They're Wednesdays now. Yeah. Right. So you're right in between Good News and Angels of Auction. Okay.
Right. So I'm going to do my Treasures to Die For there, and I'll bring up one of these pieces of jewelry that I got at that auction, and I'll do it that way.
Awesome. And do you already have a thumbnail for it? So we can drop it at Good News?
They're out, and I'm doing it Wednesday, and I'll get that okay.
Link. Well, we could help, share it out during the Good News and get everybody to follow over.
Right. Yes, I have my thumbnails out for the week. I get them out early, because if not, I'll forget about it. That's the
right.
So here's the one for 7:00 tomorrow. Sweet. This must be jewelry week. That's yep, it is jewelry week.
Yep, and Tania's back, and she's been selling for the last couple of days jewelry. Yep. Jewelry's everywhere. But they're good, easy gifts for people too. So
that it is true. It's and it seems that so many are so many people collect or buy or use, or so it's I don't think it's a there's a big market for it. There's a saturated market, but I don't think it's so saturated that you can't sell it, because like you say, there's so many different uses, collectors, crafts, to wear. Yeah. It hits so many different niches. So
yep, I actually wore, for the first time in forever, earrings Sunday. Little Rainer helped put them in my ears for me since I couldn't do it. It was so sweet. Nice. Tyler had to take over on one and get it done, but he helped.
What are test lots, Pam? What are you saying you're doing test lots?
Yeah, please explain that.
Putting them out there just to test the waters to see if they'll sell. Is that what you mean, or? Tray lots. Oh, I like test lots.
Oh, she's doing the talk to text, I think, because she's walking
She's walking. Yep.
Yeah, or typing and texting and walking. Yeah, tray lots, trayfuls. Okay.
Yeah,
See, I never did that text to talk or talk to text because there was no telling what would be coming out of the mouth. So I was being good. I thought about doing it. The only one I've done that with is my son. He would do the, like in a text message. We do it that way, so it's easier than typing it all out.
Right. And if
Darling,
you make a mistake there, he'll understand, right?
Yeah, I am actually feeling pretty good. I'm now able to use my arm more than what, I was after going to the doctor yesterday. It's the stretching, and I just have to not overdo, but I'm able to move it and stretch it, and that's helping with a lot of the hurt that I had, just being able to move the muscles and stretch them. Oh, it picks up words you never say. Oh, see. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Don't predict what I'm going to say.
Right. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm going to say. So some algorithm to pick it up.
Yeah.
Right. Darlene
Yeah.
says that's great, but don't overdo it, Bonnie. You don't want to rush that. That's right.
I'm not. I'm going to try and make some cards today. I'm not going to go full out and work on a book, but I need to make a couple more graduation thank you cards. We got all of Wednesday night. They had a big thing at church where they honored the seniors. We only had 2 seniors at our church. We have a small little country church. So we got all the thank you cards done for them. Haley made those. And Sunday, when they went back to church, he got some more gifts. So we need to make a few more thank you cards for that. And then his therapist, sweetest lady, he's only had her as a therapist since 5th grade. So that's been a pretty long time. She came to his graduation, and she's given him a dorm size, like, little refrigerator.
Oh, that's nice.
So sweet. But she's been a great therapist.
Does he know
Yeah.
where he's going in the fall?
Yeah, he's going to go to Arkansas Tech in Russellville.
Okay.
He's going for electrical engineering.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which
And
should
how
be
far
good.
away is that from you?
It's a couple hours north of us. It's up close to Little Rock and stuff.
Okay.
Yep. He's ready. He's getting bored.
Are you ready?
I am ready to see him spread his wings, but kind of not ready, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Because, you always have those worries about what's going to go wrong, even though I've been like planning, getting things lined up ahead of time. And we filled out the disability application that way to make sure he gets a single door room where he's not sharing it with anybody. So he has a place when he gets overwhelmed, he can go decompress and regroup and stuff. Got it lined out where he can get his shots up there, pharmacy that will deliver. I'm trying to think of all the little things.
That's good. You got to be prepared, or else you'll be overwhelmed.
Yeah. And his therapist, he'll still get to see her. They'll just do the video communication
Okay.
and stuff. So that'll work. He's already got his phone, laptop, pretty much everything he needs.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Last thing we've got to get is we're going to get him a microwave that's got a air fryer all in one kind of deal. And
I've
he'll
never
be
heard of
set
such
to
a
go.
thing.
Oh, they've got them at Walmart now for like $100. It's a microwave, convection oven, and air fryer all in one.
Wow.
Pretty neat.
Yeah. I'll tell you, because I hate cleaning our air fryer. I hate that. After you use it, it takes forever to clean. So.
Yeah, but we love our air fryer. Oh, use it almost every day.
Yeah, we would if like I say, if it wasn't such a pain in the butt to clean.
Ours actually isn't. It's got just a little tray that you pull out. It's not a big one. You just pull out the tray and you can clean that really good. I know Haley made her toaster strudel in there this morning. Zach his breakfast burrito, and then I had my bagel done in it.
Really, you do your bagels in the air fryer?
Yeah. Better than a toaster.
I guess.
We heat up our pizza in there. It's awesome. I'm telling you, we use it for a lot of stuff. So
We
how are
like to
your
do
whatnots going?
whatnots are going great. I tell
Good.
you, I can't. I was just talking to somebody. We were through a different Facebook group and stuff, and it's hard. The hardest challenge is to. Uh, they said this. The hardest challenge is to run the eBay and whatnot businesses at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, try to do all the YouTube stuff and everything. But I can move so much more stuff on whatnot. It's just now, are the prices the same? No, but again, you have. It's kind of one of those. Do you take $5 today, or do you wait 3 or 4 months for it to sell and take 15?
Right.
It's one of those. It's a completely different mindset, but I enjoy it. I'm finally getting this set up here in my space where I feel comfortable. Um, I could set one up. So my Blu-ray one tomorrow at noon. Um, I got that all set, and all I got to do is I'll sit on the other end of this table from where I'm at and put my little backdrop up, and I can be ready in 5 minutes, which is amazing because the first one took me forever, but uh,
Right. But now you got it figured out. A
I do,
system.
and I feel much more comfortable with it, and uh, you know, I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it, and I don't. I think I'm going to have to go back to eBay at some point, um, but it's going to be. It won't be for the $10 and $15 items. It'll be for the larger items that I don't mind waiting for. Where,
Right.
as an example, maybe I'd make $100 on it in 4 months, which is worth waiting for. I'm not going to take five for it, but um, if I've got to wait a little bit more to make that, I'll be okay with it. But
Yeah. Well, that was going to be my next question. Are you still listing on eBay, but you're going to go back to it eventually?
yeah,
Gotcha.
so I have some stuff that I want to list on eBay that I just don't. It's not whatnot material in my opinion. It's a little bit higher. Like I say, I don't want to let it go for $3 or $5. I'll wait for it to sell,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it will sell. Um, but like tomorrow, I have 28 Blu-ray movies that I'm going to show and go, and I'm hoping I sell all 28 of them, and I pick those up on Sunday. By Thursday morning, after I do the show Wednesday and I ship Wednesday night, by Thursday they're out the door.
Right.
It would take me forever to list all of those 28 of them on eBay. It would take me a full day, a day of listing when you take all the pictures and take the discs out and set them up and put all of the item specifics that eBay wants for each one. And,
Right.
you know, 28 would take me, that would be my listing day. I'd do that in the mornings and have to go pick up the kids, and then I'd be done. That'd be all the work I did for the day. But
Well, but with doing the whatnot and then, what YouTube auctions you do and the eBay, you've got different avenues to sell your different items. So that works out. You
right.
can be diverse.
And I really enjoy the game with the dice. I mean, even
Yes.
it's my risk. It really is my risk. Uh, if something sells for $1.11, it sells for $1.11, and but I'm committed to that, and it'll go. Um, and I think people are having fun with that. So
Yeah, it's been fun.
yeah,
It's been fun. It's different. I think that's what it is. It's different.
it is
And
different,
people like different.
and no one can argue that they're not getting a deal, right? I mean,
No.
it may not be an item they're looking for, but you couldn't go maybe at a yard sale. Maybe you could find some of the stuff. If I roll $4 and something, you might be able to find it for $1 at a yard sale, but um, shipped right to your door. You don't have to go do anything except wait to get to your $30.
Well,
Uh,
if you think about it, when you go to the yard sale and you're using the gas to go to the yard sale, you're actually, going to spend more than that.
right, that's true. That's
So,
true.
unless you're going to make a whole, big old day of it and just have yard sales galore, which that's usually how we like to do it when we go.
I do too. Well, I'll stop at one if it's like on my way and I see a sign, I'll stop.
Hmm.
But you also have to think if you're spending all day, right? And even if you hit 30 of them in a day, which is you're doing pretty good. Even if you hit 10 or 12, that's all day. That's a day's worth. If you're counting your hourly time, that's a day's worth of work for me.
Yeah.
If I'm hitting that many yard sales, I better bring home a bunch of stuff to make up for the 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of traveling around everywhere. So
You're not listening. Well, see, when we go, it's just for fun.
right. I
We hit
hear you.
resale shops and yard sales and stuff like that. Hi, Kathy.
How you doing, Kathy? Thanks for coming in. Haven't seen you in a while. Not seen you in a while.
Hope you're doing good, Kathy.
Starlene.
So how's everybody's weather been? Has it been crazy hot for you guys too?
It was mid 80s the last few days here, low to mid 80s, and it's only going to be like 67 here today, but then back up. I think Sunday's supposed to be, or Saturday or Sunday. I'm going to look because it's supposed to be, for us, ridiculous.
Yeah.
92 on Saturday.
Oh, wow. I think today it's supposed to get up to 88, 89, and it's supposed to get up hot again, like you guys. But, oh, Kathy, we're here for you, girly. We'll just grab you and pull you right up on out of there.
That's right.
You don't have to climb it by yourself. We got you. We got you. You do have that little thing that's got a bunch of numbers in it called a phone number. You can always call me. I'm here for you. Oh, thankfully it's no fracture. We got those deep blues out for her, so be looking out for that envelope with some deep blue for her shoulder. Maybe that'll help with the pain. Because I know when you're hurting, you tense up, and those muscles kind of makes everything hurt more. And I think I figured out why I was hurting partly so much is the big old bandage they had on my shoulder across where the incision was. Once they took that off, it was like instant relief. But there's no staples. I don't know how he shut it. I just have steri strips across there. I don't feel stitches. There's no staples. Makes me wonder if he glued it. What?
I don't know. So do you think the bandage was like too tight, or?
It was just big and bulky, I think, and it's right across the front of your shoulder, and the bandage went down into like your armpit. So I think it was just being all the big and bulkiness. And I guess if there's not having any staples or stuff, they had it even tighter probably. I don't know. Yeah, probably glue. Oh, 73 would be a nice temperature, Darlene. That's not a bad temperature.
Yeah, I would take that all day, every day. Mid 70s all day long.
A nice little breeze.
Shorts and t-shirt during the day, sweatshirt at night. That's my ideal.
We have a little breeze going on because my flag is flying out there and the chimes are going. So it's nice. Rainers they're having water day today, so they had to take a change of clothes. So yeah. They'll be getting soft and wet today, having fun.
I think we're gonna have my kids are gonna have a water day whether they like it or not. It's gonna pour. Oh, we lost Bonnie. She'll come back. So while we're waiting, I have something, because check this out. Don't forget June 5th is Jabberty, but check this out. The newest So that's got the video, the names in it, Chris and Larry, who's contested, and then Mr. Picky, John, Nikki's husband, won the giveaway last time, so he will be in. Those are the 3 contestants for Jabberty this coming up June 5th. Perfect timing, Robin. Perfect timing. Good morning. And thank you so much. Thank you. I was just showing that. It's uncanny how you can do that, Robin. It's like, you get an announcement when someone plays your stuff, because that's awesome. You should. I wish you could do that. Set it up where anybody plays your stuff, you get an announcement, and you know where your stuff's being played. Yes, thank you. So, Robin, I'm glad you're here, because we were talking just the other day, it's like so much time passed and it's only been a few minutes. Just a few minutes ago, Robin, we were talking after Good News at 6:00 tomorrow. I believe it's when it is. I'm going to be doing one of my Treasures to Die For, where I'll set the price based on rolling the die, and then I'll move everybody right over to Angels for Auction. So I'll drop that link again. This is tomorrow at 7:00. There's the link. I wonder if everyone's sleeping. We don't have too many in this morning. You need an intro for that show. Maybe. I kind of like the pop-up piece of that. I like the just show up with it, and whoever happens to be there gets the deals. But maybe that's something we can talk about. So let's. I need some help, because, well, I need some help. I have, this is more of that jewelry that I picked up on the weekend, and I'm not sure. This is a necklace. I'm going to hold it up, but I'm not sure what that is. Is it going to focus for me? It's a greenish with like black swirls in it. See if we can get that to focus at all. But anybody know what that is? Anybody ideas? Like I say, it's green with like black swirls in it. I don't know what that is. And then I get excited when there's a clear theme. Dice and skulls? Oh, to die for. I get you. Okay. Well, and that's true. I think clear themes help with the advertisement, not the promotion of it. And then there are those. I don't know if they're focusing too well. They're darker, like a gray, almost like a marble looking, but I don't know what they are. I know there's some sort of real stone. They're nice and cold, and this lady's jewelry was immaculate. Just don't know what those stones are. And I'll show those again. See if we can't focus on those. I'm not set up for showing, so I'm showing this camera. Anyway, and then this one. This could be, they're a green, like a jade or a serpentine, I guess, but I don't know. You may see those up for sale on the dice game. This is a 925 clasp, and then these beads are, I don't know. I don't even know what they again, they're green. Maybe they're part of the same thing as that green with the black swirls, but these are just rounded beads. They have a dark green with some black in them on the sterling clasp. That's why I said when she had that they had that tote that they were selling, and it was all just in bags. Uh, I would have I wouldn't have wanted to spend that much because I would have preferred to. I wanted to make sure it was labeled because it's so hard to identify some of this stuff, um, and so much of it's labeled and so much of it's not. Here's another one. You might like people might like these. These are like a lighter. It's like white with green flecks through it. And I know it's not. That's absolutely gorgeous, and I know it's hard to see, but on the black. Miss Bonnie, give me 1 second. There we go.
Sorry about that. That's pretty.
I'm gonna give me just a. There we go. So
Come back to pretty stuff.
Yeah, I can. Anthony, good morning. So if anyone knows what those are, Darlene Hughes, thanks for coming in. I don't, but we will sell them. We're gonna sell them. Anthony, yeah, I went back to showing some of this jewelry, trying to get people to identify the stones because I just don't know.
There you go. I get those palm stones and stuff from Mr. Jim, and I have a pretty bowl over on my vanity, and I just put them all in there. And Rainer this morning, he was picking them up, and he goes, "Nana, this is a green agate, and this is a white agate. Everything was whatever color it was in agate after."
Well,
I know what they are.
This one I know what it is. I'll show you this one too. This is just another one. So this is serpentine and peridot.
Peridot?
Yeah, the little ones.
Oh, see, that's my birthstone.
And then it's a pewter
clasp.
Yep.
Pretty.
Yep, that's Miss Dee Dee. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, Dee Dee and Darlene Hughes and Robin and Anthony and anybody else I missed while I was going on a phone call. That actually was for Zach. He's got his first job this summer.
Awesome. What's he going to be doing?
He's got the Briar plant out here. It's Certainty Gypsum.
Okay.
They do a summer program where if people that work out there, if they have family members that like summer job for high school or going to college. And since Taylor and Danielle and Chase work out there, he put in an application. He got the call. He'll be starting out the very first job, $16 an hour.
That's excellent.
Yeah, 30 hours a week. And he can just catch rides with people that already work there.
Right. That was pretty. Yes, it was. What? Yeah. Kathy's here, Darlene. She was saying her mom's shoulder was not fractured. That's what she said a few minutes ago in the chat. So that's good.
Yeah, it's not fractured. It's just sore. Very sore. Oh, wow. Anthony said his first job he thinks was $5.25. I think that's about what mine was, too. I think it's a good opportunity for him. He'll start May 31st, and I think they end like August 12th or so. So they have time before they go off to college.
Right. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning, beautiful Susanna.
I don't remember what my first job paid.
It's been a while
since my first job. It was probably in that same ballpark. What Anthony said.
Yeah. It's a pretty good company to work for. Danielle they started it last year. They do Spotlight Employee of the Month. They catch stuff and help fix stuff. And Danielle got that yesterday, so she has a $50 gift certificate to spend. And then they pay pretty good for being a small town and all. They pay pretty darn good.
Well, that's good.
So a lot of that drywall you guys get from Certainty Gypsum comes from here.
So what will he be doing?
Just kind of whatever they need him to do. If they need him to sweep a floor or file a paper, whatever, just all around helping anywhere in the plant and the offices.
Okay.
Yeah, painting, anything.
And you know what? That's the best way to start, because then if you ever want to, you have a little bit of experience in all of the different departments.
And just having a job under his belt will be huge right there.
Right.
Because the kids, if they wanted a job, they could get one. But with him having quiz bowl and chess club and his therapy and stuff like that, I never pushed him to have a job because everything was taken care of.
Right. Yeah.
But all the money he's getting, he's just putting away and saving. He's saving up for a car is what he plans on saving for. So he's thinking.
Right. So he won't have a car at school the first year? Is he allowed to have a car?
Oh yeah, he's allowed to have a car. Well, considering he don't have a driver's license yet, he's that high functioning. Lee took him driving the other day, and he's very, how they say, keep your hands on 10 and 2. Well, he's like adamant that's where his hands have to stay. He's very stiff. He's got to learn to be a little bit more fluid with his hands, like turning and different things, and that gas pedal and brake pedal. Ooh. Yeah.
I had asked because I know some universities and schools don't allow freshmen to have cars. So.
Oh yeah, no, this one it's fine for him too.
Okay.
But there's other kids from here that are going that he may ride with and just pay gas to come back and forth.
Right.
Or somebody may run up there and get him. I don't know. It just depends. Yep, we have Darlene Priest, Darlene Hughes in here now.
That's right. And Bonnie, there were two different Bonnies there for a little bit, and you changed your name, and now I'm trying to Darlene Priest and Darlene Hughes. I'm glad they have their last names in there, so it's easier to.
Yeah. Oh, it still messes. There's a Bonnie Z, Zimlick or something like that, and then there was what was the other Bonnie? There's another Bonnie. I hadn't seen her in a while.
Bonnie F.
Yeah, Bonnie F, and then me, and I just figure it might be a little easier to change it up a little bit. Darlene Hughes got her package.
Right. So Darlene purchased. It was one of the first Treasures to Die For show, and I invoiced, like I said, right after the show. She paid immediately, and it went out within a half hour of the show ending. So that's how I'm going to work on that.
Awesome.
Because I am holding stuff until you get to $30. So as soon as you get to 30, I'm going to say by next day it'll be out. Give me 24 hours. But if there's time that same day, it's going to go out that same day, because I want you guys to get your stuff. And I don't want to I don't want to hold on to it any longer than I have to. And I want you guys to get your stuff because you paid for it. And I want to make sure this is a quick and people are happy with how they're doing it. So Darlene, I hope you like what you got. She bought the craft jewelry the other day.
Oh, yeah. I have so much of it. That's why I didn't jump in.
When you sell craft jewelry, when you sell something as broken, craft, tangled, missing part jewelry, you don't really have to worry about it getting damaged from the post office.
Right. It just helps us out a little more.
Yeah. You don't have to, not that you don't want to package it so that it won't get ruined, but it's not something that, it's not like a porcelain vase that you have to wrap up.
Right.
Double box and everything.
Oh, Oh, Kathy says she has to take her mom to vote today, and her voting location is at a local funeral home. That is kind of weird, Kathy.
That is a little weird.
I have never heard of one being at a local funeral home.
Tommy Sharp, thanks for coming in. I just gave you a wrench. So what this show is about, if you're here, is I am working on listing. Sometimes I'm listing on eBay. Today I'm taking pictures and listing for my jewelry whatnot show on Friday. You're welcome to join the stream if you'd like. It's pinned to the top. Anybody's welcome to join. You're welcome to drop your links, pages, items, stores, channels, whatever you got. As long as it's appropriate for YouTube. And and I talk about what else is coming up on my channel for the week and whatever else is going on. So this is a working show. That's how I do it. And I can answer any questions. Been reselling for a long time on a lot of different platforms. And we chit chat and have a good time. And sometimes we do more laughing than listening.
Yeah.
But sometimes, we don't. Sometimes it's more listening than anything else, and that's fine too. We figure out what's going on, how everyone's doing, give everyone a place just to kind of relax.
Until before Big Barn.
And then I push everyone over to Big Barn Auction Company's YouTube channel. So, and I'm glad I said that because it spurred something in my head. What's going on this week? I'll kind of give you the rundown. I know it's on Susanna's channel because she does it awesome job on Mondays with the community news. But I've got, what do we got today? Tomorrow at noon is Blu-ray show on Whatnot. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock is Treasures to Die For, where I will roll the die for between 5 and 10 items. I'll set the price by rolling the die, and if you want those items, you can purchase them right there. So the most you'll pay is $6.66 if I roll 3 6s, or $1.11 if I roll 3 1s, or anywhere in between. And then Thursday, we're back here in the morning before Big Barn again at 9:45 for listing and laughing. Friday, what's going on? Friday at noon is another Treasures to Die For. And then Friday night is my regular 8:30 p.m. Whatnot auction where I do jewelry. So that's my week so far. And I'm probably gonna add to that. So.
And isn't the 28th when you're having your Snoopy Whatnot?
Yeah, Snoopy, the big Snoopy collectibles, some vintage, some modern, all Snoopy, Charlie Brown, Peanuts Gang, Whatnot auction on May 28th at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And I'm gonna get that link, and you can.
And you did a preview last week of a bunch of the stuff that's going to be on there. Some nice stuff.
YouTube preview, so you can go back and watch it. Ronnie G, good morning.
Good morning, Ronnie G.
Ronnie G says, "Feel free to buy me anything on Big Barn. I'm going to have a root canal this morning. Fun."
Oh no, Ronnie. Yucky. It should be in our thoughts and prayers.
You know what, Ronnie? You said buy you anything. So you may end up with some of the weirdest stuff you've ever found, depending on what it is.
She won't care. She'll love it just because somebody thought of her.
And she'll think of me when she opens it up.
And then also on the 5th, right, is the next Jabberdy?
Yes. So let's.
Your friend Chris, Larry, and Mr. Picky.
That's right. Let's try. Robin did an awesome job there. So we will. Jabberdy is my Jeopardy style game, and if you want to be, so right now I'm going to tell you there. I've asked people to email me, and it's been in every commercial, intro, social media post that Robin has created, and we've said it. And Bonnie has dropped the link probably 500 times, or not the link, but the the little
chit
blurb
chat
that if you
thing.
want to be on Jabberty, you need to email me. Larry was the first one to email me, and that's why he's on June. And there's only been one other person to email me, and that person will be on a show coming up as well. We just have to coordinate the dates, but the you know, like Susanna says she wants to do it more often, thinks we should do it more often, and I'm like, I will gladly do it more often. I just need the interest. I can't.
Yeah.
We got to have the people that are willing to come on camera and answer the questions. I'll be glad to put the boards together for anybody that if we want to do it.
Sounds like I need to do some room hopping and dropping. Get that out there for people to email you.
I want to go back to something that Darlene said. She said she just started an Instagram for my home handmade jewelry. Over 75 items posted for sale, multiple pictures under each post, all one of each, all handmade by me. That is so odd. What's your Instagram, Darlene?
Yes, drop your
Right,
Instagram.
right. Because
And then she said that was the craft lot she got from you. She said that was her first craft bead lot. It was fun to go through, and quite a few were wearable too. So yay!
yeah, uh, yeah. Drop, Tommy. I'm going to get to your question in just a second. So, drop your Instagram, Darlene. Absolutely, drop the link. Let everyone go, and I'm at Jabby's Treasures, and I will follow you as soon as I get your link there. So Tommy says, which platform is best for reselling? It depends. What are you trying to sell? And let's talk about your business model a little bit. If you're trying to
Darlene
sell,
needs a wrench.
I'm sorry.
Darlene needs a wrench so she can drop the link.
Darlene, sorry.
Sorry.
There we go. Now you have a wrench, Darlene. Now drop your Instagram. Forget everything else until just now. Now drop your Instagram. So it depends, Tommy. I mean, eBay is probably, if you're selling random stuff, eBay's the best. It's got the most views, but it's also got a lot of rules, and you have to. It takes some time. It takes time to build it up and get there, and but it's got it's got the most eyes worldwide on stuff other than Amazon.
Right.
Amazon is, you can sell on Amazon. Um, they have more rules, and it's sometimes hard to get ungated on things. So you have to, it depends. If you're buying from a wholesaler and you can show proof, then Amazon's probably your place to go. If you're buying stuff at thrift stores and garage sales and estate sales, eBay. If you're selling mostly clothes, I would recommend Poshmark. And then there's other avenues like Mercari as well, which is similar to eBay, just not as, it hasn't gotten the hype, or it doesn't have the foundation that eBay has yet. It's doing well, but not, it just doesn't have as many customers. Yeah. All right, Bobby. Good.
That's awesome, Bobby. And YouTube is a fun way to be around people and have fun selling on an auction.
Right. There's Darlene's Instagram. It's Darlene51711989. Anyone wants to go check her out on Instagram and her handmade jewelry.
Yes.
So all of you crafters, Darlene, Bonnie, I will say, I'll throw you in there, you crafting folk. As I buy this jewelry and get the jewelry, I'm starting another craft bag already. It's so easy to find. It's so easy that
Yeah.
things are broken, things are missing, whatever. And I'll try to sell those at like gallon bag size at a time. So when I fill a gallon bag, Tommy, sports cards and comic books. So eBay is good for that. Whatnot was built around Funkos and sports cards and comic books. If you have to fill out an application and get approved. So it's a process, but and if you have to be comfortable talking live to an audience and moving fast and that's what Whatnot is. It's fast paced, it's a lot of back and forth. I don't usually get in front of the camera on Whatnot. I'm behind the camera showing just with my hands and putting the stuff up to see. So, I mean, I would say eBay or Whatnot are best for those if you're sports cards and comics. Evie, thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
At least with the craft lots, with the jewelry, none of it's going to waste.
Right, that's
You're
true.
not having to, because some you might think, oh, it's just a piece of trash. We might be able to turn into something different.
So I was just listing some stuff, and I found this ring,
Oh,
and I was gonna just put it into a ring bundle, right? But there's one stone missing from. It's a cross
yep,
on a
that's up
ring.
there on that side.
Yeah, there's one, and it's not focusing, but there's one stone, one tiny little stone missing that's going in the craft bag because I don't want to mess with it with one stone missing. So
Right. Hi, Evie.
and I don't want to get into the jewelry repair business at all.
No.
I did that with watches for a while. I would buy watches and then open them up and clean them up and change a lot of times when you buy a watch it just needs a new battery, um, if it's that type of watch. And I ended up with so much little mechanical stuff that I never ended up using, and I don't want to get into that again with jewelry. So
I can't blame you there. Yeah, and then like Tania says, when she just pulls it out of the box, you got to clean it and all that.
right.
So,
Ronnie G, you have a great day. Let us know how
well,
it goes.
after you get that root canal, have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day
We love you.
while the Novocaine's still there.
Right?
uh, but yeah, I mean, it's I don't I'm trying to organize and get rid of some stuff, and I don't mean that in a bad way because it's not like I don't enjoy this, but I want to move some of this stuff, and that's why I do the Treasures to Die For. That's why I'm moving large amounts of product on Whatnot. Um, but
When you get tired of seeing the same old, you want to see something new in there.
right, well, that's exactly right. I want to move this along and reorganize. And I said it the other day. I would like stuff that when I source, that I'm sure that I can get it out in like 90 days, in and out in
Mm-hmm.
90 days. No more 7 months, sitting on a shelf and gradually reducing the price to the point where I could just sell it on Whatnot for that same price right away. Um, I don't know. I need to. I would love to have, and I've got so behind here are all those totes of sweatshirts that I still have. I'll be selling those on Whatnot. Um, for those that don't know, it was in February, but I purchased 54 50-gallon totes of 1990s sweatshirts. Most of them
Nice.
new with the tags. Bonnie has some, I think. Um, Bonnie got some, right? Bonnie, didn't you
No,
get?
I didn't get any. No.
No.
Uh-uh.
Uh,
I
somebody
don't
bought.
remember who did. Somebody did, but I don't remember who did. But that's a
Well,
lot of totes of
yeah,
sweatshirt.
and I mean they're larger sizes. I think there are a handful of mediums, some large, quite a few extra large, and then a whole bunch of 2XLs. So,
And
Jessica,
see
good
those
morning. Thanks for coming in.
those sizes. Oh, Darlene did. Those sizes usually go fast too. It's crazy.
Ah, see, Darlene says she loves them. Okay, sorry, I thought it was. Yeah, and I've got more. Um, I've got a lot more, and I need to. So behind me are one, two, three, four, five. There are 20 behind me. 20 totes behind me. That means I have 34 on the other side of the wall that are there as well, and I gotta, while these totes are nice, and in the end, if you went to like Walmart to buy them, I think they're $17.99 a piece just for the totes.
Right?
Um, but I I sure would like to have that space for other stuff. So
Yeah.
those have got to go. Those have got to go. Darlene, do you want more? Do you want more, Darlene? Anybody want more? Anybody want 1990s? They're Discus brand sweatshirts. A lot of, I think 2XLs. There are a lot of 2XLs. If anyone wants sweatshirts, let me know.
Mm. Good morning, Jessica.
Tap, tap, tap. We are coming up on the end, and I want everyone to get over. I hope. Well, I'm assuming I didn't get a cancellation notice on JJ's auction. He wasn't feeling well last night, apparently. So Chris the Goose did the whole show with Rhonda last night. So I'm hoping JJ's feeling better, and he's on today and doing his. It is a lot of totes, Pam. And like I said, I'm gonna keep some of them, but once they're empty, I'm gonna start like putting them up on Marketplace or something for people to come pick them up. I don't need 54 50-gallon totes.
And those are some nice totes too.
Yeah, they're the
nicer ones.
The nice ones. So, but I hope JJ's feeling better and he's up for his show today and he's as entertaining as normal. She wasn't on last night, but that's what we got today. Any final thoughts before we go? I am going to show this because I can. Don't forget, June 5th.
Yeah.
Here we go. June 5th. And if you would like, awesome. Thank you. All right, everybody. Have a great day. I will see you over at Big Barn, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Treasures to Die For. Right after Robin and Victoria have their good news show, and we will go from there. Have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for joining me today, Bonnie.
No problem.